working on reading our passage and our information and figuring out what we need to do to plan, okay? So we are going to read this as a close read. So the first time you read it, you're going to read it to understand. You have this in your notes, you need to glue it in. It is a passage. The question that we're going to be answering is, should athletes get participation trophies? This shows both sides. Typically, you have both sides in separate articles. This time it's all on the same page, but we're going to pretend like it is separate articles, okay? This one is for, and the bottom is against participation trophies. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to read it to understand it. So go ahead and read and highlight any words that you do not understand. And then come back to the video. Okay, so you should be reading this, pausing it while you're reading it, and then come back. Don't just wait for me to keep going, because I want you to read it to understand it first. Now the next time we read it, we are going to be thinking about, do I believe young athletes should get participation trophies or not? I already read it, I already understand it, I already know what they're going to be doing and saying, okay? So I think I'm going to go and highlight all of my evidence that would support my opinion. Now I don't have to use all this evidence to support my opinion, but I'm going to highlight what I could use. Okay, so we're going to highlight things that show why we should not get trophies. So I'm going to say no, okay? As I read, I'm going to highlight anything that supports no, okay? After a long, hard season of playing soccer, basketball, or other sports, one team has been lucky enough to win the finals. The rest, despite their hard work, didn't win. Some leagues or coaches only give a trophy to the winner, while the losing teams simply get a pep talk from the coach. Other leagues or coaches give participation trophies to all players whether or not the team wins. Participation trophies are given to reward team members who show up and play the game to the best of their ability. Read on to learn what people think about these different perspectives. Now the word perspective, we're going to be talking about later on in the month. It means their opinion. Pros means that they are for it. Some children think it's nice to go home with something at the end of the season. They think a participation trophy helps them deal with their own lack of success or a team's losing season. Since winning can be difficult, a trophy can shine a light on the hard work. Someone has to lose. For young athletes, losing could lead to a loss of interest in the sport. A trophy for participation may help keep their interest in the sport. Some parents think that no matter the outcome, children should get rewarded for their efforts in the game. Participation is an important factor in team sports. As long as children play, they are considered to be winners. Others believe the trophy can stand for something other than victory. Fun. When a young athlete looks back at the trophy, they may remember how much fun they had playing the sport. It could give them a sense of accomplishment. Kenneth Barish, a professor at Whale Medical College, believes that giving participation trophies to young athletes may help children enter into sports in a positive way. This can increase the chance of child playing and enjoying sports throughout their lifetime. None of these support no, so I'm not going to highlight any of it. Let's look at the cons. Many believe that participation trophies can send the wrong message about the goal of sports. This includes professional football player James Harrison. He believes that just because someone shows effort in a game does not mean that it should be rewarded be rewarded all the time. This could lead to a sense of entitlement that is not deserved. So that's something that would support my opinion. This sport shouldn't be played for a trophy, but to show recognition of one's skill or improvement of the skill. Ashley Merriman from New York Times discusses this topic. She thinks adults need to help kids overcome failure. Ooh, that's good. Disappointment is a part of life and is needed to help children grow. Children will feel pride in their accomplishments. They will work hard to reach a personal goal, and losing can strengthen their motivation for success. There's a lot of reasons there. Some children and parents believe that participation trophies do not teach how to prove as an athlete. Not all players who participate in a sport put forth the equal effort. If one team member showed more effort than the other and both receive a trophy, bad feelings may arise between members. It can cause some players to stop trying their best. Rewards should be given to athletes who stand out in their sport. What do you think? Should young athletes get participation trophies? So all of this that I highlighted, I can use as evidence. I can use as reasons for my essay, because I'm going to say no, kids should not all get participation trophies. We just read and underlined reasons why kids should not have trophies. Now what I want you to do is I want you to reread it and underline, yes, you're going to underline anything that supports yes. So now I'm pretending like I'm taking this side. So I remember all through here it gave me these reasons. Some children think it's nice to go home with something at the end of the season. They think a participation trophy helps them deal with their own lack of success or a team's losing season. Since winning can be difficult, a trophy can shine a light on hard work. If they losing could lead to a loss of interest in the sport, and it may help them keep their interest. So those are all reasons. Some parents think that no matter the outcome, children should get rewarded. Well, why? Participation is an important factor in team sports. Others believe that the trophy can stand for something other than victory, fun. So when they look back on it, they can remember how much fun they had playing the sport and give them a sense of accomplishment. So those are all reasons for yes. And no, I highlighted yellow. So when I go and do my matrix, which I'm going to show you how to do tomorrow, then we'll be able to have both sides. If I had more than one article, I would do this on all of the articles. If I had another color highlighter, I could use that, but I do not, so that's why I underlined it purple. So that's how you do a closed read with opinion essays.